You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself an idol. You shall not misuse the name of the Lord your God. Remember the Sabbath day by keeping it holy. Honor your father and your mother. You shall not murder. You shall not commit adultery. You shall not steal. You shall not give false testimony. You shall not covet.
Questions 6 to 8 of the New City Catechism. What are the core truths of the Christian faith? Visit newcitycatechism.com.
Ang pag-ayo, yara lamang kay Heso Kristo. Ini ang 1233, Radyo DYVS. Nagapalayag sang mensahe sang kaluwasan ni Heso Kristo sa anuman nga panahon. Pinaagi sa radyo kag bag-o nga teknolohiya sa sulod sang 46 ka tuig.
Handa na bala ka mo mga bata? Yari na ang ginpabaskog, ginpalapat nga coverage ng edukasyon sa kahanginan. Radyo Kampiyon, dala sa inyo sa Department of Education kag 1233 Radyo DYVS. Ang Department of Education nagaupod sa inyo agod ang edukasyon mapabaskog kag magapadayon. Radyo Kampiyon.
Magandang hapon sa ating ALS learners at tagapakinig at nanood sa Facebook Live ng ating ALS Life Skills Self-Directed Learning. Hatid sa inyo ng Department of Education Alternative Learning System and this station. Ang inyong lingkod, EPSA ng Bacolod. Muli, Mr. Mark Philip A. Claridad sa ALS, may pag-asa! Let's continue Module 6, Part 2. And we have now the rights and responsibilities of workers and employers. So, naghinto tayo ng number 16 ng ating Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Nasa number 17 po tayo ngayon. So, number 17, the government of your country should protect you and the members of your family. So, dapat ang gobyerno ay isa sa nagproprotekta sa members ng ating family. Mga learners, ayos lang ba kayo dyan? Nakikinig ba ang ating member of the family ngayong hapon? Okay, nakapag-snacks na ba tayo? Are you ready to listen? Okay, magandang hapon din sa inyong mga pamilya ngayong hapon. So, sa ating family, may ginagawang aksyon ang ating pamahalaan. Kapag ang pinag-uusapan dito ay safety and protection. Ang responsibilidad talaga ng ating gobyerno ay protektahan ang bawat membro ng pamilya. Did you observe ngayong mga pandemic, merong mga announcement ang ating government sa radyo at merong mga awareness na dapat nating gawin at meron tayong social media na aware tayo ng mga ordinances na very compulsory na ngayon ang pagsuot ng face shield at nag-face mask tayo sa bawat daan o sumasakay tayo ng jeep ay hindi tayo makasakay kung walang face shield. Yun po ka-obligado ang pag-anunsyo at pagsuporta ng ating pamahalaan para tayo ay maproteksyonan. Ayan. So number 18, you have the right to own things and nobody has the right to take this from you without a good reason. May karapatan kang magmay-ari ng mga bagay at walang sino man ang maaring kunin sa iyo ang mga ito na walang magandang dahilan. Ayan. Pwedeng kasuhan ang mga nangunguna o nangunguha ng mga gamit mo. Ayan. So, you have the right to have your own things. So, number 19, meron tayong isang karapatan. You have the right to profess your religion freely. Ayan. To change it and to practice it either on your own or with other people. So, ipakalat or ibahagi ang iyong relihiyon na malaya with other people. I-practice mo yon ang relihiyon sa sarili mo o kasama mo o sa ibang tao. So, next, number 20. You have the right to think what you want, to say what you like, and nobody should forbid you from doing so. Walang magbabawal sa iyo, forbid. You should be able to share your ideas also with people from any other country. So, freedom of expression. So, when you say freedom, it doesn't mean you will do wrong, you will do bad. So, freedom of expression or freedom of doing right. Ayan, pwede kang mag-express ng iyong ideas or opinion. Pero ang responsibilidad natin ay dapat do it in a nice way. Ayan, do it in a nice way o maayos na pamaraan na hindi ka makapanakit ng ibang tao or just express your opinion. Parang hindi yata tama yon if you do it bad. Okay, so you have the right to organize peaceful meetings or to take part in meetings in a peaceful way. It is wrong to force someone to belong to a group, and you have the right to take part in your country political affairs either by the belonging to the government yourself or by choosing politicians who have the same ideas as you. So government should be voted for regularly and voting should be secret. You should get a vote and all votes should be equal. You also have the same rights to join the public service as anyone else. Ayan. So, mapayapang meeting. Mali daw yung namimilit kayo ng ibang tao para sumali doon sa grupo. So, kadalasan, itong mga peaceful meeting na ito ay makikita mo ito pag malapit na ang eleksyon. Ayan. Ito po ang isang mga halimbawa. Pwede man silang sumali sa grupo na yon basta pareho silang may pinaniniwala ng idea sa pagpili ng politiko. So dapat ang boto ninyo ay isas ninyo itong secret na lang dapat. Dapat kasama sa group na yon ay naniniwala ka sa mga paniniwala nila. So during the votation time or pagboboto ay kailangan po nating ilagay yan sa secret ballot, di ba? So ito po ang tinatawag nating kayo lang ang nakakaalam sa pagboboto ng inyong leaders tuwing eleksyon. Meron kayong same idea. Okay, speaking of same idea and belief, na gusto ninyong iboto ang politisyan na iyon. So, all votes should be equal. So, lahat po tayo ay equal. So, kung yung ang binoto ninyo, that's your right. Pwede ka ring sumali sa public service katulad ng una. So, next, this society in which you live should help you to develop and to make the most of all the advantages, tanaw ng culture, work, social welfare, which are offered to you and all the men and women in your country. Ito po yung kung napapansin ninyo, yung down to barangay, cities, pati sa government, nagbibigay sila ng iba't ibang trabaho. Opportunities sa mga tao na makapag-develop sa mga nasasakupan nila. And then number 23, you have the right to work, to be free, to choose your work. Okay, to get a salary which allows you to support your family. If a man and woman do the same work, magkaparehong posisyon nila, they should get the same pay. All people who work have the right to join together to defend their interests. May karapatan kang magtrabaho at mamili ng trabaho ng gusto mo at makakuha ng sahod na makapagsuporta ka sa iyong pamilya. Walang gender discrimination sa trabaho. Pag pareho yung posisyon, pareho din ang sahod na inyong matatanggap. May karapatan sila na depensahan din ang kanilang sarili pag mag-join sila sa isang grupo sa workplace nila para depensa ng kanilang mga sarili na kung sa palagay nila ay mayroong natatapakan na rights. Ayan, so number 24. Each work, they should not be too long since everyone has the right to rest and should be able to take regular paid holidays. Okay, ito po yung every holiday, no? Walang pasok. Pero pag nagtrabaho sila, no? They take a regular paid holidays. Binabayaran po sila ng double pay. Ayan. You have the right to have whatever you need so that you and your family do not fall ill or go hungry. Have clothes and a house and are helped if you are out of work. If you are ill, if you are old, if your wife or husband is dead, or if you do not earn a living for any other reason you cannot help. Mothers and their children are entitled to special care. All children have the same rights to be protected. Ayan. whether or not their mother was married when they were born. So dito napapasok yung karapatan ng isang solo parent. Single moms, mga single moms, magandang hapon, may karapatan ka ring gawin. Ano yung kailangan ng inyong pamilya? Huwag magkasakit, karapatan mo na huwag magutom, magkaroon ng bahay, damit, at kung ikaw ay matanda na, kung ang asawa mo ay namatay na, may mga benefits kang makukuha. Okay, number 26. You have the right to go to school and everyone should go to school. Primarily, schooling should be free. You should be able to learn and profession or continue your studies as far as wish. As at school, you should be able to develop all your talents and you should be taught to get on with others, whatever their race, religion, or the country they come from. Your parents have the right to choose how and what you will be taught at school. Pag sa public kayo papasok, public school, libre naman at walang tuition fee. So, tuition fee, so walang bayad, libre pag public school. May karapatan kayong magkaroon ng edukasyon kasi. At ang responsibilidad ng ating pamahalaan or government, responsibilidad din yung ibigay ang libre. Okay, meron na tayong libreng kolehiyo, hanggang kolehiyo na ito ha. So, libre ang pag-aaral sa public school. Meron tayong state, college state universities, no? Meron na. So, libre yon. So, University of the Philippines, meron din, no? Halimbawa yun sa Maynila, dito sa atin, meron tayo ditong Talisay o Kamsi, no? Libre sila. So, meron din tayo dito, Bacolod City College, no? Mga libre yon na college. So, balang araw, lahat ng tuition fee paid by the government. Pag scholar ka, libre din, di ba? So, mag-aral lang ng mabuti. Lahat yon ay paid by the government pag ikaw ay scholar ng bayan. May karapatan ang mga magulang na pumili. Punta tayo ng paaralang elementary at high school. May karapatan ang mga magulang na pumili kung saan at kung paano kayo dapat naturuan sa isang school. Or halimbawa si mami at si daddy, hindi niya gusto doon sa isang school at gusto niya lumipat dahil malapit na doon sa kabilang school. So, may karapatan siya even in college. So, lahat privilege, may karapatan ka. So, ang karapatan na yon ay privilege yon ng isang mamamayang katulad mo. So, number 27, you have the right to share in your community's arts and sciences in any good they do. Your works as an artist, writer, or a scientist should be protected and you should be able to benefit from them. So, we called copyright. Ito yung mga ginawa, sinulat, yung inawit, at lahat yung protektado ng copyright. Pwede mong kopyahin pero may pahintulot mula sa nagsulat noon. So, irereklamo ka pag sinunod mo ka lahat-lahat pero kailangan mo ng pahintulot para kasi merong copyright. Ayan. So, may karapatan kang kumopya pero hindi lahat-lahat. Okay. So, number 28. So that your rights will be respected, there must be an order which can protect them. This order should be local and worldwide. So sa ating community, ang government ay meron tayong rules and regulations para maging maayos ang lahat. Okay. So, you have the duties towards the community within which your personality can only fully develop. Number 29, rights. The law should guarantee human rights. It should allow everyone to respect others and to be respected. So, meron kayong responsibilidad sa inyong community. So, dapat ang lahat ay merong respeto at marespeto. Yun lang naman, respect is the number one best virtue, pagre-respeto. Okay, number 30. In all parts of the world, no society, no human being should take it upon her or himself to act in such a way as to destroy the rights which you have just been reading about. Okay, saang parte ng mundo pa yan? O kahit sino man yan? O kasi ang karapatan ay meron ka na yan. Nung ikaw'y pinanganak hanggang ang tao ay mamatay, ay meron ng karapatan. So, walang iba ang sumira ng karapatan na yan. So, from birth to death, ay lahat yan may karapatan. Ang bawat isang pamahalaan. Ganon. So, simple lang naman. So, ito po ang ating mga rights and responsibilities sa Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Ayan. Activity 2 na tayo ngayong hapon. What is a right and what is a responsibility? Ano ba talaga yung right? Ano ba talaga yung responsibility? So, ito po yung ating objective ngayon sa Activity 2. Be familiar with their own personal rights and responsibilities. Discuss the relationship between rights and responsibilities. Umabot po ito ng 30 to 45 minutes. So, meron pa tayong definition what is right and what is responsibility. Pag sinabing right is anything that is due to a person by law or tradition. Pag sinabing personality, ito po ay duty or obligation. Something for which one is accountable. So, ginagawa mo kasi accountable po tayo sa bawat karapatan. So, some of you may already be working for an employer while others are still planning to look for work. Others work at home. O meron na po tayong, dahil pandemic ngayon, ay halos po lahat ay nag-work from home. So, naging uso na po ang online business. Okay, so, through social media. So, workers include teachers. Okay, tumuturo na rin yung teachers sa online. Okay, farmers. Nagpo-post na rin po ang farmers sa social media. Okay. Fishermen. Nagpo-post na rin ang mga fishermen sa social media. Marunong silang mag-post ng maraming isda na kanilang ibebenta. Carpenters. Ganun na rin po ang mga carpenters. Ginagawa nilang mga disenyo ng craft at ipinapakita ng Facebook. Bakers. Ganun na rin po ang mga bakers. Okay, lumuluto ng pagkain o ng tinapay at linalagay na po ng mga panidero sa Facebook, ipinapakita at doon po nag-online business transaction. Electricians, drivers, security guards, dressmakers. Under the labor law, a worker is any member of the labor force, whether employed or unemployed. Okay, meron po tayong tanong at kayo po ay sasagot. Ito po, sabihin nyo lang kung ito ay karapatan o responsibilidad. Mga learners, are you ready to answer this question? Okay, let's review. Can join a group with the same interest and beliefs. Karapatan o responsibilidad? Okay, very good. Ito po ay karapatan. Ang pagsali ng isang grupo na merong interest at paniniwala ay isa niyong karapatan. Number 2. Halimbawa, follow rules and regulations in the school. Sumunod sa mga patakaran at panununtunan sa paaralan. Ito po ay responsibilidad o karapatan? Okay, ito po ay responsibilidad. Karapatan mo yung magbigyan ka ng edukasyon. Kaya, ang iyong responsibilidad ay mag-follow ng rules and regulations sa school. So, number 3. Respect other people even if you don't have the same beliefs and ideas. Karapatan o responsibilidad? Okay, responsibilidad. Irespeto daw ang ibang tao kahit na hindi kayo pareho ng paniniwala at ideya kasi yung karapatan mong sumama sa tao na may kaparehong ideya. Number 4, enjoy benefits. Halimbawa ng sick leave, bonus, double pay sa trabaho. Ito ba ay karapatan o responsibilidad? Okay, ito ay karapatan bilang isang empleyado. Kasi ay yung responsibilidad dito, pag bibigyan ka ng sick leave, kailangan ayusin mo yung trabaho mo. Kailangan pumasok ka araw sa iyong obligasyon. If there is a skeletal workforce, pag sinabing skeletal working force, ito po ay isinischedule lang po kayo. 50% pupasok, ang 50% sa bahay. So may gagawin din kayo sa bahay, kaya tinawag yung skeletal workforce. So nangyayari yon sa mga pag nagtatrabaho ka sa mga marami kayo members ng company. So let's go now to the next part. Let's apply. So how do we apply this? For every given right, there is a corresponding responsibility. So sa page na ito, kumuha ka ng 5 rights sa Universal Declaration of Human Rights at pagkatapos lagyan mo ng tig 2 responsibilidad. So ito po ay assignment ninyo. Halimbawa na lang, the government of your country should protect you and the members of your family. So ang responsibilidad dito is you should follow the laws of your country. Or ikalawa, love your country din. Okay, halimbawa lang yun at gumawa rin kayo ng inyong sariling halimbawa. So gumawa kayo ng sariling halimbawa na inyo talagang ginawa. Okay, 6.3, rights and responsibilities at work. So, meron tayo diyang halimbawa, no? So, rights. Rights ay ngayon tatalakayin natin ito. What is right? Are what you can expect your employer to provide, while responsibilities are what your employer can expect from you. Ayan. So, yung karapatan or rights ay yung mga dapat mong marireceive or ini-expect mo na makuha o ibibigay sa iyo ng boss mo or employer mo or tinatawag mong superior or tinatawag mong manager. Okay, pag sinabing responsibility, ito po ay isang obligasyon o ito po yung mga gawain mo, ito po yung accountable ka. Ito po yung inaasahan naman sa iyo o makukuha sa iyo ng head mo o ini-expect sa iyo ng boss mo or ng supervisor mo. O tinatawag itong output mo o inire-report mo or dini-duty mo araw-araw. Ayan. So, for example, it is the right of the employee to receive clear instructions and expectation about the job from the employer. Karapatan daw ng empleyado na makatanggap ng malinaw na instructions and expectations tungkol sa trabaho. Ayan. And it is the employee's responsibility to do the job based on the instructions and expectations given by the employer. So, ang responsibilidad naman ng isang empleyado ay gawin yung mga instructions and expectations na binigay ng isang employer. Ayan. Sa school, karapatan mong mag-aral at matuto. Si teacher, bigyan ka ng gawain, karapatan mong mag-aral, karapatan mong matuto. Ano ang responsibilidad mo? Ang responsibilidad mo ay gawin ang pinagpagawa bilang teacher mo. Ayan. So, the activities listed below are some of the things that you might expect from your employer. So, and some of the activities are things that your employer might expect you. So, basahin po ang activities at ilagay ang mga listed sa left side, no, dito sa kabila. So, decide. Okay, magdesisyon ka. Which ones are your responsibilities and which ones are your rights? Okay. So, lagyan ng X or X ang bawat column. May column po sa right at may column po sa responsibilities. Meron akong 4 na halimbawa. Okay. Magtanggap ka ng tamang bayad at ng tamang panahon o tamang schedule. Receive fair pay at the correct time. Okay. So, ito po ay yes, karapatan. Ayan. Do all work in same manner and the mindful of other people's safety at all times. Ito po ay responsibilidad. Okay. So next, arrive on time and stay until the workday has ended. Ito po ay responsibilidad. Gawain talaga natin ito. Be on time. Be punctual. Ayan. So, have time for regular breaks. Sa trabaho ay magkaroon ka dapat ng isang break. Kailangan si employer ay magbigay sa iyo ng kaunting break. Parang nasa school, mayroong recess time. Parang makareset ulit o makapagpahinga ka naman lang ulit. Diba? Makapag-reset ka naman. Okay, so tinawag itong karapatan. Ayan. So, sa susunod na mga activities, work in same workplace, use all equipment safely, handle with care and equipment and materials at the workplace, return materials and equipment after use, wear protected clothing, gear, or paraphernalia, be trained in how to use equipment, ask for help and learn from others, be given clear information about the job and expectations, have the right equipments and materials to do the work properly, have the positive attitudes about work, ask questions in a way that respects co-workers, do a good job and finish on time, follow instructions given by the employer. Ito po ang mga activities na ito, lagyan nyo ng ikis katulad sa ginawa natin kanina, yung 4 na halimbawa. So meron pa siyang itong mga iba't ibang activities na ito ay kayo na po ang magtapos. Okay, learners, punta tayo sa writing space. Okay, yung writing space, use the space, complete any of the written assignments above or write any thoughts or ideas that have come to mind or rights in the responsibilities of a worker. Pag natapos mo ito, you are congratulations. We are giving you a congratulations. You have completed the session on the understanding rights and responsibilities. You are now ready to learn more about the labor code in the Philippines. Ayan. So, gamitin mo itong space na ito. Ibig sabihin nito ay dito ka sumulat ng iyong mga refleksyon. May mga natutunan ka ba? May dapat ka bang isulat na hindi mo nasulat sa itaas? Dito po as your part of your written assignment. Okay? So, pag sinabing writing space, pwede ka rin kumuha ng mga separate sheets pag hindi pa po maubos yung sinusulat mo. Pag nagsobra siya sa space na ito, pwede kang kumuha ng separate sheets. Okay? So, next, go to session 2. Rights and responsibilities under the Labor Code of the Philippines. So, ito po yung learning strands 4. So, life and career skills. And content standards natin is ability to earn a living or employment. Ito na pong learning competencies natin. Apply working knowledge, attitudes, and working-related skills as an employed person, earn a living and improve one's economic status. Ito pong sinusulat natin sa individual learning agreement. Nasa session 2, yung last Wednesday, yun po ang session 1. At itong session 2, discuss the rights and responsibilities of employees and employers. So, Philippine labor laws, contractualization, minimum wage, lawful at unlawful dismissal, demonstrate familiarity with the legal rights and responsibilities of employees, demonstrate an understanding of the rule of unions and other employer and employees associations. Ito po ang mga agreement natin na dapat natin matutunan sa Module 6 Part 2. Okay, so pag-usapan natin yung labor code. Ito ay kabilang sa learning strands 4, no? So, agreement natin as competence number 22. So, we have key topics and learning points. Ito po yung dalawa. Workers' wages and benefits based on the Philippine labor law. Ikalawa, workers and employers' responsibilities based on the Philippine labor law. So, meron tayong 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 articles. 83, normal hours of work. Article 139, minimum employable age. Article number 92, when employers may require work on a rest day. Ayan, may rest day pala yung ating mga employee. And Article number 95, right to reservist incentives leave. And number last, Article 211, Declaration of Policy. So, responsibility lang ng mga pag-uusapan natin dito kasi ang rights ay nandito na yan. So, basahin natin ito lahat. At tayo ay punta ng Activity 3, our introductory activity. So, number 1, become more familiar with workers' rights and responsibilities based on some provisions of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Become familiar with employers' responsibilities based on some of the provisions of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Okay, so some ang mga selected. Pag sinabing some, selected po ayon sa Labor Code na may kaugnayan sa ating Module 6 ngayong hapon. Okay, so we have next activity. Imagine that you completed your course. You applied for a job as the encoder in the office. So, and you were hired. Before you start working, it is important for you to know your rights and responsibilities under the Philippine Labor Code. Meron pong 2 column po dyan. Magbi-brainstorm ka ng list of the rights and responsibilities you think you will have as an encoder in an office. Ayan. So, lagyan ko ng pula. Okay. Lagyan po yan ng pula kasi yun sa inyong activity. Maliwanag na maliwanag po yan ang karapatan. My rights. Okay, sa kabila is my responsibilities. Okay, ano po yung kanyang karapatan? Karapatang magkaroon ng benepisyo sa pinagtatrabahuan. Pero ano po yung kanyang responsibilidad? pagbutihin mo ang iyong trabaho at magkaroon ka ng maayos na gawain. Ayan. So, imagine that you have completed your course. You applied a job in Coder. Nagtatype ka na sa office mo and you will be hard. Before you start working, it is important to you to know your rights and responsibilities. So, mag-brainstorm ka pa ng iba pang mga rights and responsibilities na ayon sa tingin mo ay makagawa ka ng yung rights and yung responsibilities. So, ito po yung halimbawa lamang po at kailangan mo pong sundin ang mga rules and regulation pag ikaw po ay isang encoder, ganon, di ba? So, gumawa ka pa ng ibang mga, mag-brainstorm ka pa ng ibang mga halimbawa para makabuo ka ng rights and responsibilities. Okay, so, let's read the statement dito sa column na below. Okay, merong statement. Meron pong 5 statement dito. Yung statement dito, the Philippine work week consists of 45 hours. Ikalawa, young people under the age of 15 may work if they have their parents' permission. Number 3, employers may require its employees to work even during rest days. And number 4, workers should not get involved in policy decisions about his or her rights because the government is making thrown decision. And number 5, workers are entitled to paid leave at the employer's expense. Okay, meron po kayong mga gawin dito sa activity na ito. So, lagyan nyo po ng true or false. Okay, sa susunod nating next week ay ating pag-aaralan ang 5 article na ito. Article 83, Article 139, Article 92, Article 211, at yung article the last article this week are article number 95. Ayan. So, pagbutihin sa pagsagot ng ating module sa susunod nating pagkikita. Okay, huwag kalimutan ng ating mga ALS CLC. Okay, pumunta po kayo sa ating District 1, District 2, Andres Bonifacio 2, ang District 1 is Abcasa Elementary School. Sa District 2 po, Stephanie Elementary School. At meron po tayong Alfredo o Montebello Elementary School. AMSES po yon. Sa District 3, Mabini Elementary. At District 4, Lupisaina, Handumanan. At punta po kayo ng Filisa. And punta po kayo ng Bacolod City National High School. At punta po kayo ng ating Mansilingan Agroindustrial at ng Jaime Elementary School. Sa District 5 po, merong GR Torres Elementary School. Punta lang po tayo ng District 6. Meron po tayo ditong ETC 3. District 7, Sumag, Panukoy, and our refuge, Barangay Tangub. No? Meron po tayong Student Missionary Outreach at meron po tayong Sumag National High School. Sa ALS, may pag-asa! Magandang hapon sa inyong lahat.